what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad. Today is the day before. And oh god, I want to die. So much. I have spent 3 years studying for this. I was actually going to try and take it last year. Had some emotional stuff that was going on. I'm not gonna go into that now. Last thing I need to do is think about that. But it's year 3 of studying Japanese. I'm taking the JLPT N2 tomorrow. And I have taken all the practice tests you can and technically passed. Barely, with like 54%. I think 54% was my highest, but they were all passing grades. I have studied, that's my little, all of those books are study resources. The whole shelf is. And I have studied for years, self-study and in schools, in Japan, and I've worked so hard for this. And I'm stressing out, so I want to go for a run, but I just wanted to put this down so I could see this before and either see it afterwards and realize, hey, the world's not gonna end if I don't make it, or see, hey, you were worrying for nothing, you got this. This whole week has just been review for me, and it's also been not like killing myself review, because I do 4 to 5 hours a day of studying. I'm probably only doing 2 hours of review a day the last week, because I realized that if I stress myself out, I'm gonna get test anxiety like I always do, and then have a panic attack, and all this is for nothing. So I haven't even, like, I bought this, it's a dictionary to intermediate Japanese. I got this in Japan to help me review for the test. I only got like, if you can see, like a quarter of the way through, which is still a lot, but it's like, if I haven't learned it by now, I'm not gonna learn it before the test. I'm just going to deal. I want to be strong. And I'm filming this, by the way, in my room. A lot of you guys, for some reason, think I film my YouTube videos in my room. I have a studio for that. This is where my little camera, my little thing there with my hot butt. Psh. I'm wearing sweats because I'm gonna go run. My whole room is disgusting because I can't clean and think at the same time. So if I have to think, I'm not gonna clean. But when this is done, I'm taking a week off of everything, and then I'm taking 2 weeks at least from studying. And then I'm right back on the horse, studying for N1, studying for medical translations and law translations, because why not? Might as well. And, I mean, I've done everything I can. I got my voucher printed. This is the JLP. They used to mail these to you. I think I have one from last year around here. But they used to mail it to you. You got a physical, like, thick, nice, and now they make you print it on, like, crappy paper. But this is what they look like. And I have to take that tomorrow morning. My test starts at noon at CU Boulder. Oh no, I have to meet them at noon at CU Boulder. First test starts at, I think, 12:30. And then that'll go up until 2 something. And then I have like a 15-minute break, I think. And then I have, or like several 5-minute breaks. And then we start listening, and that'll go till 3:30. And then we're done. And then I can cry myself to sleep because I'm finally over it. And I'm not, like, I'm so nervous. I'm not even, like, I don't believe in superstitions at all. And I brought my omikuji back from the one temple I've ever gotten one from last trip, because I never really cared to get any of these. And I only brought it back because it says big luck on it. And I don't think it's good luck, but man, I need every piece I can get just to get by. I'll film tomorrow morning, and I'll film immediately after. But then after that, I'm going to go sleep for, like, a few days, so... Thank you guys so much for the support, man. 3 years. Like, just thinking about it, I gotta sit down. But just thinking about it is crazy. Because, like, 3 years ago, I remember reading, like, the first page of a Yotsuba manga. It took me, like, 20 minutes. I had to use a dictionary for every word. And I'd get frustrated and quit trying to read. I remember not even being able to understand basic conversation. And now I'm getting, like, super upset over subtlety. Like, I was, like... So, I don't read manga much for practice. I do it to kind of, like, give my brain a break. This is The Wallflower. It's that comedy thing we were watching the other day on Anime Night. I bought all of them in Japan just to kind of numb my brain, because the stuff I do read is dry. Like, if you guys want to know what I'm practicing with right now, come over to my freaking... Nope, dropped. Another manga, apparently. But this is what I've been studying with. It's a children's book of history, and it's very dry here. I don't think I could flip the camera without killing the stream, but looks like this. And I can read all this. It's not like a problem. It's actually it's meant for like a elementary schooler, so it's kind of, it's not below where I'm at, but there are certain words I don't know. Because what I want to do is I want to learn Japanese history from like the eyes of Japanese people. I don't want to learn it in English. So I'm trying to go through more than 1,000 years of, probably more than that. When did, where's that first girl in here? 200 BC onward of Japanese history. In Japanese, I'm trying to learn. And so that's the type of stuff I use to study, and reading dictionaries. This stuff's just to, like, numb my brain a bit. And to think that now I'm reading manga to numb my brain because the stuff I am reading is so much harder. It's been such a crazy 3 years. YouTube became my job and then had to go back to being my part-time job because the apocalypse happened. I've been to Japan now 5 times, longest was 7 months. I outstudied one of the best language schools in Japan to the point where I had to leave because I just couldn't, I hated going slow. It's just been crazy. And the culmination, when I first started learning Japanese, what I wanted to learn was to an N2. For some reason, I just saw N2 and I was like, that's where I want to be. I think I either met someone at N2, or I think I also realized that, like, if you want to work in Japan or work in things that weren't like English teaching or be a translator, the entry level Japanese level is N2. That's the bare minimum. And so that was always my goal. And freaking finally, I'm going N2, baby, right there. And I gotta try it out tomorrow. So I'm gonna go run and try and get this anxiety off and try not to think about how crazy these last 3 years were. And I'll see you guys when I wake up. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. It has been a couple days since the test because I am, oh my gosh, I'm so tired and just needed a fiver. I just needed a second to, like, breathe and give myself a couple days to relax. If you guys remember the old tea times, that was right behind me. That's this cute little table in my breakfast nook. I ended up taking it. It was crazy because I was so stressed I was shaking inside. I even went like an hour and 10 minutes ahead of when we were supposed to get there to check in, just so I knew I wouldn't miss. And there's all either half Japanese people married to Japanese people, or like 2 college students. I'm probably one of the only people there that's self-taught, and I remember tweaking, like, how am I gonna... I wanted to test in the 50th percentile for being self-studied, and I didn't know how I was gonna do that when I'm not, like, related to a Japanese person, or when I'm in America I don't get exposure every day. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go with it. So I put on Chance the Rapper. I was listening to the Acid Rap album, mellowed me out, went in, and I feel like I did very, very well on everything except for listening. I really felt like I passed well with grammar, with vocabulary, and reading comprehension, because I read a small Japanese novel every night. So my reading's quite quick. I have a lot of the reading skills that we have in English, you know, being able to skim over stuff and being able to you know, look at what the question's asking for, finding those words just kind of by skimming, and then reading the context around that area to try and answer the question. I feel like I have a lot of those skills. The problem was we went into listening, and they had a format on there that I never took practice tests for. And I know everyone says the listening is the hardest part. Everyone I've ever met that passed said the listening is the hardest part. And I was like, I'll be fine, you know, whatever. And I went in, and the first listening part, I probably, honestly, was maybe at like 40%. It was not great. I did not do very well. But the second half of it was they wouldn't give you the questions to look for or give you answers or anything like that. They'd make you listen to like a 2-minute to 3-minute conversation or an excerpt of someone reading something at full speed, and then afterwards would ask you a question, so you'd have to recall everything, and specifically the answer, phrased in the right way. And then when they finally give you all 4 answers that are phrased in the right, 3 in the wrong way, and 1 that's usually pretty close, and then the right answer, you have to pick it. I don't feel like I passed that. And it took a couple days of crying and being frustrated to realize, hey, the fact that anyone can take the new JLPT N2, the one they started since 2012, and be self-studied for 3 years and freaking do it to a passable percentage is crazy. So I'm proud. I'm over the pity game. I'm over all that. And now it is time to hunker down. It is time to, all right, let's change up the strategy. What I did before, next year when I take it, I'll be at least the exact same spot vocabulary-wise, which I'm not going to be. I'm going to spend time expanding that. You know, I want to learn. I'll do a goal video and everything, and a new 2017 study thing that I'm doing to adapt for my failure on the JLPT. I think I'm a little bright now, I'm a little dark. Dear Lord, where's the There's the balance. Okay, that's much better. To find a balance of, you know, how I failed and how I can make up for that while also still continuing in the things that I'm strong at. Because I do eventually want to go to N1. I want to take the J test. I want to take the kanji test that's out there now. I want to exceed and excel. So I'm going to make a video probably in January about that. But that's not today's video. I start this week. I'm going to hit books hard and switch up my method, and YouTube will be back to normal. We'll be back to post-JLPT upload schedule. Wednesdays are normal video. I still have Haunted Tours that got to go out. I got my second tattoo video that's got to go out. And, you know, Saturday live streams. I can actually be in the Discord after now, which I'm so stoked on. And, I mean, yeah, it's back to normal, and it's a good back to normal. I'm upset, but I'm going to use this hurt and this pain that I feel for working so hard to probably fail for one thing, and I'm going to turn that into willpower to do it next year and to beat it and to be the best. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for giving me time off to study and to really focus on this. This has been my dream since I started, and I can't wait to keep bringing you guys the content that you've expected, and even to make stuff that you guys can't even comprehend of that I think you'll like. Most of that, though, is going to come in 2018. For right now, I'm going to enjoy the family. I'm going to enjoy Christmas time and all these cool things that are happening in my life. And I'm going to try and enjoy you. So if you guys like the video, be sure to like it down below. Comment anything you need to say. If you guys want to hate on me and poop on me or whatever you want to do, that's fine with me. I don't care. If you guys liked anything I did about the JLPT, any of my Fluent in 1 Year series, anything I do at all, subscribe down below. It will get uploaded to your feed. You'll ping you and be like, hey, Chad made something. And you can see it anytime that you want. No money, no problem. If you guys want to support me, Patreon's a great way. Tipping on the live stream's a great way. This Saturday is, I think, the second to last Saturday you guys can tip and get the handmade prizes I made before Christmas. So don't, if you want something handmade for me to say, hey, thanks for being cool, be sure to check out the live stream on Saturday. So I will see you guys then. But for now, be kind, study hard, don't be a dill hole, and rock on.